you asked me about the exceptions. There are four exceptions of kinds of accommodations that colleges don't have to provide. And the two that come up most often, one is we don't have to provide anything that is a personal service or device. So the accommodation is permission to record. And there is some software that college students are using. One brand name is called Glean, Glean. Another is called Otter, as in the animal, AI. And that software records the lecture, creates a transcript. Sometimes they can create summaries. That would be considered a personal device. So there are colleges that do provide it free of charge for students who are found eligible. And this is something that, as students are looking at colleges, they can think about and ask about. But what the real accommodation is in that scenario is the permission to record. And so for students who are accustomed to having a one-on-one aide to redirect them and do some things for them in class, that is also something we don't have to provide. If a student needs that, they do have to be approved for it, and they have to find the funding for that person. So that's something colleges don't have to approve. And then when it comes to the other exception, we don't have to do anything that fundamentally alters any part of our programs. So generally, things like reduced distraction for testing, permission to record, extended time to take tests is not considered, important. Now, there might be in a training program a time where you cannot have extended time because that would change the assessment and the fundamental skills somebody's doing. So, and in practical situations, so if a student were in school to become, I think the word is phlebotomist, the person who takes your blood at a lab, they probably can't have extended time to perform that procedure because it would be very uncomfortable for the patient. So, but where it applies more to the academic setting, um, most colleges have requirements everybody has to pass. So there's the requirements for your major, whatever classes are there. And then a lot of schools have what might be called general education or core requirements. Colleges always have to consider providing a substitution if a student asks, but they do not have to approve it. And so if Hamblet University required 3 years of college math to graduate, and I had a math disability, I might not be able to graduate from Hamblet University. I could ask for that substitution, but they don't have to provide it to me. And within certain majors, if you wanted to be an international business major, you probably have to take a certain number of credits of foreign language.